What up, YouTube? This is Lamont at Large. I'm coming back to you live but not live. Again, I'm at the Phoenix Memorial Garden Cemetery here in Phoenix, Arizona. There was a lot of graves to cover yesterday. I didn't get all of them, so I wanted to get the rest of the ones that I seen from yesterday. I want to apologize ahead. It's kind of windy out here, and I don't have one of those fancy microphones with the pillow or the fur on it or what have you. So I'm going to have to apologize for the wind. So anyways, there's a funeral going on over there. Another person joins the list of all the other people here. This is Christina Penrose Willis. She was 35 when she died. She died giving birth to her son. Very, very unexpected. This here is Matthew Edmund Hartman. He was 20 when he died. There's a picture of him on his ATV. I was reading the guest book about him. So he liked riding motorcycles, dirt bikes, quads, whatever. And there was a really cool story. He was riding with his friend on an ATV, and I guess a cop pulled his friend over and was going to give him a ticket, but this guy, instead of just like riding off and hiding, this guy came to his friend and just to kind of go down with the ship. And luckily the cop didn't write them a ticket, but that story, that's just the kind of guy this dude appeared to be. Just like a captain going down with the ship. This here's Joshua Ruzsa. He was 19 when he died. He was training to join the Marines. Even though he had asthma, he was working his way into shape to be able to join the military and, put up with the physical regimen that they make you go through in boot camp. So he was hiking out on some particular mountain, and he got attacked by some bees, and it looks like he fell to his death. That's what it says online. So I don't know if he fell like down a mountain slope or what have you, but just a very tragic accident. I ran into a lady right now that I've been talking to for the last 15 minutes. So she told me a couple stories of people that have been, that are buried in this general area. So this girl, it wasn't clear if she was trying to commit suicide or it was an accident, but she took a bunch of pills and died. But they're just not saying that it was a definite suicide. There was no note left behind. She's very pretty. She died on Christmas too. That's pretty terrible.
Tonight, we remember a hero, and we thank you for choosing us. I'm Katie Rammel.
And I'm Steve Irvin. We are just beginning to understand what we've lost tonight. Not just a great cop, but a great friend and family man. ABC 15's Navita Fergani spent the day talking to people who knew Detective John Hobbs.
And Navita, he just sounds like he was such a well-respected guy within the department, not only there, but in our community as well.
Yeah, I'm sad that I didn't get to know him myself, but so many people called him a friend, and for every day for 21 years, he walked right through those doors, and men and women who wore the badge looked at him not only as a role model, but as a friend, and they were honored to work alongside him. Now, I did speak to one of his many friends, Sean Matson, who met Detective John Hobbs 17 years ago when Matson was just a rookie, and he tells me he, along with so many others, were honored to work alongside him.
There's one less dad in this world, one less husband.
And one less man dedicated to keeping his community safe. Detective John Hobbs, 21-year veteran, was considered the best of the best.
He loves serving the community. He loves being a part of the solution.
And for John, the solution was committing to getting criminals off the streets.
John was in it for the fight. I mean, let's get these bad guys behind bars, and even if that means putting myself in harm's way, that was what John did.
And John stayed committed to the very end.
He died doing what he loved.
Even after getting shot during a gun battle at 43rd Avenue and Bethany Home Road on Monday, he continued to keep fighting.
Oh, and that was really hard to hear this morning. I mean, it was great to hear, but you know, after receiving a fatal shot, that he never gave up the fight, that he returned fire, and his shots helped end the threat. And that's who John was.
A husband, father, and a hero's hero who will always be remembered. And to pay tribute to him and to remember him today, all the flags across the valley here, especially in front of Phoenix PD, are at half-staff to pay their respects to Detective John Hobbs, who is now one of 37 police officers here with the Phoenix Police Department that have been killed in the line of duty. Steve and Katie.
Navita, thank you.
This is Officer Barry D. Scott with the Phoenix Police Department. He was an Iraq War veteran. He was only 22 when he died. He died after a charity boxing match, I guess resulting from him getting hit. Kara Marie Williams, December 28, 1986 to November 11, 2004. Barely legal. What an interesting picture to put on their bench. She just was going to turn 18. I don't know how she died. There's no record of it, but this is Justo Alejandro Cia Valenzuela. He died in Hayward. I want to say Hayward, California. He was shot and killed. Don't know if it was a gang shooting or what have you, but he died when he was 17 years old. All right, guys, that concludes the second part of my Faces in Depth video at the Phoenix Memorial Cemetery here in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. It really helps me out a lot. All right, I'm out of here. I gotta get to work. Peace out.